guys? How's it going? How's everybody doing? All right, so I got shipping done today. Yay. So that means the French kits that I had offered, those are all packed up, and journals and everything. It's like, it's just easier for me if I kind of do all of that at one time, So again, apologies if shipping seems later than it should be. But anyway, so I thought I would move on to something new. Anyway, so I had gotten quite a few requests for those for the little ledger books and the French like ephemera packs that I offered, and I wasn't able to fill those because I didn't have any more of those books and that kind of thing. So what I thought I would do is put together some, I guess, kits of, it's just they're okay. The inspiration for this was the tags that I did that I showed you guys on video. And I had a bunch of people saying that they appreciated that I wasn't, embellishing all of them, because they thought, it would be kind of cool to offer the tags, some of these tags, as sort of a jumping off point for other people to do. So I put together a pack of basically stuff that you can use to do that, and some of the tags. So let me just sort of go through this and tell you what my thinking was. So first of all, I added a piece of my precious gauze bandage, okay, because I love it and I use it in my collage and stuff. So I thought, okay, I could share some because I got like a big box of it. So anyway, so you get a piece of that gauze bandage, and then just some cheesecloth. It's not a ton, but I split up this one like chunk that I had, and I did 12 of these packs, by the way. And then a piece of sari silk that's like a cream color, and that's just like regular, sari silk. And then this is also sari silk, but it's the chiffon. So this looks really, really pretty if you iron it. I love to dye it different colors and then iron it. It looks really, really pretty. So I thought, the white was really versatile. And then a little bag with some buttons, just because, I've got a ton of buttons and it's nice to add some for embellishments or whatever. And then there's some rusted safety pins in here, some of the little tiny ones. And then just some paper clips and some bulb pins, okay? Maybe like 7 or 8 of each. And then, so let's go through this stack first. So first of all, mostly because I wanted to add some stability to the package, I added a file folder, and I cut the tab off because I didn't want to have to use a larger clear bag. So I had to cut it off like a ½ an inch. And then, so then let's see, let me go like this. So then I added a page of, this is from one of my botanical books that I coffee dyed all of the pages. It's all like flowers on one side and then just text on the other side. And then one of my favorite sheet music books. This is really nice paper. You can see it's a little bit kind of like a semi-gloss, right? So there's that, and then some tea-dyed paper, and this is some vintage like, what do they call, quantity calculation. This is from the state of California Department of Transportation. But that's tea dyed. And then some composition paper, It's a half a sheet. So this is intended for collage. Okay. I don't know if I said that, but this is intended to collage the items that are in this little bundle. So this is kind of just like stuff that I have been using lately in my collages and stuff. And so I don't know. I just thought, well, I'll just put that stuff in a pack, you know. And this is a piece of eco-dyed paper. It's kind of heavy cardstock. And then this is actually a scan of an end paper from a ledger that I had, and this is printed. Okay, so this isn't the original. You can see the border on it. I printed this on the laser printer. And then this is some ledger paper. This is actually from a couple of different ledgers. But this is that paper that I've talked about that's kind of brittle, so it doesn't really work to fold it, but it's great for collaging if you're going to glue it down onto something. And then I just took pages from a whole bunch of different ledgers, and you know, the ones that I love to use for collage, and either, you know, tore it into pieces or folded up a whole sheet and stuck it in here. This is another sheet music book that I love to use because the music is so pretty in it. It's just very music-y, I like to say. This is a different ledger. This is actually from my favorite ledger, and I've never shared pages from this before, but I tore up a few pages and split them up. So this stuff will go a long ways. You know what I mean? Like, you could definitely do this file folder and everything that comes in this pack with this, you know, fodder. So this is yet another ledger. So there's pages from 7 or 8 different ledgers. Another sheet, another page of coffee dyed flowers. And then if anybody was watching and saw the book that I got from Forever French, that was from the olive oil producer, there's a section in the back of that ledger book that had this this purple paper, and it's just really cool. It's really aged and decrepit, and you know, it's really pretty. And then this is from an end paper from a gigantic ledger, and I split it into 12 pieces. And then these are some other end papers that I've scanned and copied, or scanned and printed. And then I added a couple pieces of that marbled paper. This looks really cool to cut into tabs. I use this as tabs on some tags, and it actually does cut pretty well. Like, a lot of times this type of paper that's like, it's like handmade paper, it doesn't it's really hard to cut with like a paper punch, but it works pretty well. So anyway, if your paper punch is sharp. So okay, so that's that. And then you guys, I have so much stuff. It's like, anyway, long time ago, I coffee dyed and then avocado dyed a bunch of these policy envelopes. And I've done some projects with these. Again, you know, I usually let avocado dye soak for sometimes a couple days, and usually the glue dissolves. So, and I like that. I like that the glue dissolves, because then I don't have to rip them apart. Occasionally you get a little bit of stickage and, you know, some torn paper or something, but I don't know. I think that adds character, so it doesn't bother me. Anyway, so a coffee dyed one, and then also an avocado dyed one. And then I have a whole bunch of these like invitation or announcement envelopes. And this is my favorite style of envelope, because I can use this in the centers of signatures in my journals, and then make this into a pocket or whatever. And then if you soak, even if you don't dye these, like if you just soak them in water, You can steam this open, or I mean, you can gently even just tear it open. And then you can make them into those envelopes that I did with, I'll show you one in a minute. But you can make those little like fold in pages with this style of envelope. You could do it with any envelope, but I like to do it with these. Anyway, so these are kind of a lavender color. That's not really coming through very well, but it's like a lavender. And then these are kind of like a peach color. And then there's some green, like a pale green. These are nice. They have a really cool texture. So yeah, so those envelopes. And then I did, so this is avocado dyed, this envelope. Okay. That's how it looks when it's avocado dyed. And then this is just a white one that I avocado dyed. So I love avocado dye, obviously. And then I added one of these little baby envelopes that's also avocado dyed, and a couple of library pockets, the like deep ones. And then I did 2 of the shorter ones. The other ones I haven't gotten to it yet. And then I added a library card, so that fits in there. And then 6 of these tags where I collaged some kind of like French, either a letter or a page from a ledger or something like that. And then I actually overlaid that, some of this paper, glued it down, and then I sprayed it with a clear coat. So that's what most of these are. This one doesn't have the tissue over it. It's actually onion skin paper, but this one does, and the rest of them do. So you can see like the, the writing coming through from the back, and then also that on the top. So this one, you can see it really well. So I don't know. I just think it looks really cool. So these are sort of like naked tags that are sort of like started for you. And I just cut them into tag shapes and then added hole reinforcers. And then this is the other little library pocket. And then these actually came today. I ordered a box of the craft coin envelopes. So I added a couple of those. And then I've got 2 boxes of these little French vocabulary cards. So I added 5 cards from each set. Okay, these are my favorite because they're so tiny. They're so cute. I didn't pay any attention to what the words were or anything like that, but I tried to choose from throughout the whole box instead of, well, these happen to all be starting with an A, but yeah, I tried to like go through the box because they were still in alphabetical order. Anyway, so that is, I don't know how many pieces this is, but you could collage on the pockets. You could collage on these little coin envelopes. You could totally finish these and, just do some awesome embellishing and stuff on these. These are all on different types of file folder. And then of course the envelopes, you can do lots and lots of stuff with these. So yeah, so I thought this was a pretty useful collection of stuff to play with, and hopefully, this will satisfy some of the people that did not get one of those other kits. So just to show you, this is a little bit bigger envelope, but so I just collaged, ledger paper and stuff like that all over the envelope. I did some stitching around the edges. I did some of that gauze bandage on the sides. And then I just added these flaps And so this, you could do all kinds of collage. I did this on a video. So, and then I just inked it up really good, like just super grungy, kind of inky and cool. And I'll probably add like a closure or something and do some more stuff inside here. But this is what I was talking about with the flaps on this type of envelope. So these are the watercolor envelopes, so they're a little bit heavier. So anyway, so that's my little kit, and I hope you guys like it. There's 12 of them available. I'm just going to do them by email. I'm not going to put them in my Etsy shop. And so if you would like one of these, send me an email. I'm going to do these for $38, and I'll say $5 for shipping. So if you would like one, send me an email. I'll put my email address in the description. And if they don't, if they don't sell or whatever, then I may put them in my Etsy shop and just kind of let them sit there. But they will be a little bit more than that if they go to my Etsy shop. Just be aware of that. So, but we'll see what happens. I'll give it a few days. But yeah. So I think it's just a really, really useful kit, and I think it'll go a long ways. Like you could, I mean, if you did there's enough stuff in this pack to collage all of those envelopes. I mean, I'm sure you have other stuff in your stash to use too, but if you coffee dyed those envelopes, just let them soak for a couple days, seriously, and all the glue will just dissolve and those envelopes will come right open. Or not even a couple days, but even just like overnight, yeah, so that's those. And yeah, so I'll put my email in the description, and yeah, let me know how many you want. Like I said, there's 12 available, so hopefully if you didn't get one of those other kits, hopefully you'll like this one. So, or if you want to add on to the other one, this would be great. Gives you more, substrate to work on. So, all right, you guys, this will be quick. And thanks for all your sweet comments and laughing about my silly slug story and stuff. I probably will come back on later on and make another video. And we'll talk about I'd like to do those, the chandelier charms, because I made a few and they turned out really cool. So I'm going to do those. And then I have some charms that I'd like to offer for sale. I'm just not sure how I want to do it. So yeah, so I was going to show them to you on this video, but I think I'll just stick with just the kits for now, with these kits. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Love you. Bye for now. Oh, and my email's in the description. Okay. All right.